Hi, I'm Chris Paradox, and I help men who've been demonized, disrespected, and discarded by both the women in their lives and society as a whole to go from alienated, angry, and apathetic to totally reinventing themselves and discovering their higher purpose so that they can live rich, meaningful, and fulfilling lives of adventure even while Western society collapses and the powers that be institute the dystopian nightmare of the Great Reset. Now, achieving that level of profound transformation certainly isn't easy, but it is simple. So simple, in fact, that there are only 3 steps you need to take. And those 3 steps are Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 of the hero's journey. This is because the hero's journey is a lot deeper than just the script structure of all your favorite films, from Star Wars to Lord of the Rings to The Matrix. For the 300,000 years that humans lived on this planet in hunter-gatherer tribes prior to the measly 3,000 years of Western civilization, the hero's journey was the singular rite of passage every boy went through at puberty in order to become a man. Before going into the wilderness for 4 days and 4 nights without food and water to survive the wild on their own and thus complete their vision quest, their quest to discover their deeper identity and their higher purpose, the elders of the tribe would tell the adolescent boy that particular tribe's version of the hero's journey to guide and inspire him on his perilous journey of self-discovery. It is these original stories passed down through the oral tradition for 300,000 years that became the myths and legends and fairy tales, which in turn inspired the fantasy epics, boys' own adventures, sci-fi novels, Hollywood scripts, and computer game franchises that form the core of our cultural entertainment complex. The reason we identify so strongly with Luke Skywalker, Frodo Baggins, Thomas Anderson, Peter Parker, Bruce Wayne, and Harry Potter is because in evolutionary terms, we were supposed to be them when we hit puberty, but we were robbed of that rite of passage and the sense of identity and higher purpose that it brings by a modern Western culture that sees boys and men as nothing but workers and consumers and cannon fodder, rather than vitally important members of the tribe that simply cannot grow up and contribute to the tribe until they've faced their fear of death and by so doing gained answers to the 2 most important questions in life. Who am I really? And why am I really here? And so in modern Western culture, the lack of traditional rites of passage initiations that empower boys to become men means that psychologically, emotionally, and most importantly spiritually, most men are still boys.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yes!
Our friends at Grim Hustle explain this perfectly.
Sometimes people ask me, what is the main problem with this world? I tell them, the main problem is we live in a society of boys, not a society of men. Boys talk, men act. Boys play, men build. Boys want power, men earn it. Boys demand respect, men command it. Boys fear pain. Men endure it and transform pain into purpose, into profit. Boys seek the material. Men seek the immaterial. Values, honor, purpose, spirituality. Why do we see so many boys and so few men in modernity? Because the Suki system needs boys to run. Boys can be easily manipulated with shiny things, with fake status symbols. The more materialism a society displays, the weaker the men have become. The more materialism a society displays, the stronger the perversions will grow. I don't care how old you are. Age will not turn you from boy to man. You need an initiation. Not all cultures in the world have forgotten their rituals and mythologies. Those who practice them are those who have the power in the world. The Suki tried to hide the initiation rites of your culture, of your Rodina, every fucking day. If you rob a people of their rituals, you rob them of their strength. Let me give you 8 examples of 8 cultures and their initiation rites. Number 1. Let me bring you into the lands of the Rus, the Nordic Viking Slavs. A boy ready to become a man had to survive alone in the wild. A test of resilience, instincts, and willpower. He was armed only with a good knife. He had to prove he could hunt, navigate the land, and survive for 3 days. If he returned, he was no longer a boy. He was given his first weapon, the axe of Perun, and recognized as a man ready to defend his honor, his heritage, his people. Number 2, the Norse. Once a boy was in puberty, he would join the berserkers, Ulfhesnar, on a trip into the wild, not just to see how these hunters and warriors lived, but becoming a man involves understanding the spiritual dimensions of life. The berserkers put the boy under trial, day of marching, ice baths, pain. Why did the boys not break from this? Because the berserkers showed them also the source of power and resilience, a deep connection to nature, spirituality through the animals of the wild. There are many more examples from other cultures all around the world. The Celts sent their boys on their first solo hunt. The Scots let their boys perform the legendary sword dance. The Mongols had their boys master horseback archery for the first time. Many Germanic cultures celebrated the Männerbund, where boys were for the first time only among men, learning close combat, secure weapon handling, and how to deal with women in a good way. In India, the Kshatriya initiation was practiced. Archery, swordsmanship, and learning the code of honor, Kshatriya Dharma. In many Turkic tribes, the rites of passage also included to teach the young boys about asceticism and meditation. Less is more. Reduction makes you stronger. Every fucking day.
Now, completing your ancient adventure of self-discovery is no easier at 33, 43, 53 or 63 than it is at 13. But it really is as simple as completing Acts 1, 2 and 3 of the same hero's journey Luke, Frodo, Neo, Peter, Bruce and Harry went on. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to explain exactly why the focus of your hero's journey must be on discovering your higher purpose, or as I like to call it, finding your why, and how that naturally leads to you experiencing a complete identity shift and consequently reinventing yourself as a man who lives a rich, meaningful and fulfilling life of adventure, even while Western society collapses and the powers that be institute the dystopian nightmare of the Great Reset. You see, there is a way out of the mess that we're in, but the only way out is in. So, brother, if you're ready to put depression and suicidal ideation in the rearview mirror by accessing the endless drive, motivation, and inspiration that comes with finding your why, and if you're willing to heal the sense of disconnection and lack of belonging that comes with being a red-pilled man in a blue-pilled world, by developing the greatest ability in life, radical responsibility, the unstoppable ability to respond to any adversity, just like everybody's favorite gladiator, Maximus.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
MGTOW, 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 then you need to go on your hero's journey to find your why. When Frodo, Luke Skywalker, and Neo went on their hero's journeys, they all had three things I didn't have. They had a mentor to guide them, a Gandalf, an Obi-Wan, and a Morpheus, respectively. And secondly, they had a group of other heroes traveling alongside them, the Fellowship of the Ring, the Rebel Alliance, and the Matrix Warriors on the Nebuchadnezzar. The reason I had to go to the extreme measure of giving it all up, making myself homeless, and going to live under a tree in a park to embark on my hero's journey is because I had no mentor to guide me and no heroic traveling companions to support me, challenge me, and keep me accountable. So I've designed the Life After Women Brotherhood to provide you with the guidance of a mentor who has already found their why and is already living their legend, aka yours truly, and a fellowship of rebel allies and matrix warriors to travel alongside you while they go on their own hero's journey. Now, the third thing Frodo, Luke, and Neo had that I didn't have was a map or a plan of how to complete their hero's journey. Frodo knew he had to get to Mount Doom and had a map to get there. Luke knew he had to destroy the Death Star and had the plans which revealed its weak point. And Neo had a plan to rescue Morpheus from Agent Smith.
Guns. Lots of guns.
Well, after completing my hero's journey, I made a map. I reverse engineered the process I went through and discovered that there are three basic stages a man has to complete to find his why and start living his legend.
Yes! Yes!
Make it so.
When you join the Brotherhood, you'll be immediately linked to a video where I outline exactly what those stages are and how to complete them. So the question is it worth $20 a month for you to find out exactly how to find your why, have an experienced mentor to guide you?
You've been living in a dream world, Neo.
And the support, challenge, and accountability of other men who are seeking the same goal as you. In fact, it's even less risky than that. All you have to risk to find out if it's worth it is one payment of $20. That will give you 1 month to follow my map, access all the guidance, support, challenge, and accountability that the Brotherhood offers. And if you don't believe your membership of the Brotherhood will help you to find your why and live your legend, you can cancel your subscription at any time.
Yes! Yes!
No questions asked.
But wait! There's more!
Fuck it. If you cancel in the first month, I'll even refund your $20. So there is absolutely no risk at all.
Can you say that again? Just the way you said it.
If you cancel in the first month, I'll even refund your $20. So there is absolutely no risk at all. And on top of all that, babe, they even got a 7-day free trial, nigga. What you waiting for? Get on that. So now I've made it a no-brainer. Join the Brotherhood and discover the only real-world map to completing your hero's journey, finding your why, and living your legend. See you on the inside, brother.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.
God, we should walk away from this.
Hold on. If I were to do this, if I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver?
You don't. But I can. So, do you want to take a leap of faith? Or become an old man, filled with regret, waiting to die alone?